Hey there, fellow adventurers. Great to see you again. This is your captain speaking. Welcome aboard another episode of Widen Your World, part of the Turkish Airlines series. Today, we're not just flying somewhere, we're flying somewhen. We are rolling back the clock almost 12,000 years to the oldest archaeological site ever discovered. We're heading to the dawn of civilization, where humanity first learned to settle, to build communities, to live together. Our destination, Taş Tepeler, the stone hills of Turkey. This cluster of Stone Age remains so ancient, it's rewriting history books as we speak. Large limestone pillars, some taller than a grown man, rise in perfect circles from the golden hills of Anatolia. Their surfaces etched by hand with animals and mysterious symbols. These incredible archaeological sites, some of them still emerging from beneath the soil, whisper stories we're only beginning to understand. So, grab your headphones, tighten your seatbelt, and get ready to land somewhere between past and present, where archaeologists, travelers, and storytellers all meet.
Before the pyramids of Egypt, before Stonehenge, before Machu Picchu, there was Taş Tepeler. Nestled among the red rock hills and undulating plains of southeastern Turkey, just a short drive from the ancient city of Sanliurfa, often called the cradle of civilization, this network of Stone Age sites remained largely hidden until the 1990s. When archaeologists began excavating, they were astonished. Each monolith is etched with carvings, lions crouching, boars mid-charge, snakes winding, and abstract symbols whose meanings remain mysterious. Here, every stone tells a story. At Göbekli Tepe, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, a large carved boar stands sentinel over the circle. Nearby, totem heads loom, and a series of statues of stone-aged men gaze across the mountains. Scattered among the columns are the tools of daily life: grinding stones, mortars, pestles, evidence of one of the first societies to process grains into bread. Incredible, isn't it? The limestone pillars weren't just decorative, they formed the heart of early communal life. Some of the structures may have been temples, others spaces for ritual, or sites to honor ancestors. Bulls, boars, foxes, gazelles, snakes, and countless other creatures are frozen in stone, carved thousands of years ago. The most incredible part? Some weighed up to 15 tons, and researchers believe they were built and moved with manpower alone. No machines, no domesticated animals, just brute human force and ingenuity. Some 60 kilometers away at Tepe, archaeologists uncovered one of the Stone Age's most spectacular ritual deposits. Wolf jaws, leopard and vulture bones alongside delicately carved animal figurines. 40 stone bowls and plates etched with intricate designs suggest ceremonies that marked the first step toward organized spiritual and communal life. But Taş Tepeler, literally stone hills in Turkish, is far more than Göbekli Tepe and Tepe. It's a network of 12 ancient sites spread across 200 kilometers of Anatolia, each one offering a glimpse into the dawn of human society. And today, with Turkish Airlines, we're bridging that journey. Just a quick flight takes you from bustling Istanbul or Ankara straight to the amazing city of Sanliurfa, in the heart of southeastern Turkey. Once you arrive, you step off the plane and into the very landscapes where everything began. As we dive deeper into Taş Tepeler, we begin to understand why this land is called the stage of humanity's great transformation. Almost 12,000 years ago, people were shifting from survival to society, from wandering hunter-gatherers to communities that stayed, cultivated, and built together. And it all began here. The breathtaking structures at Göbekli Tepe offer the clearest window into this shift. The monumental complex is built on a rocky mountaintop. It has domestic structures, extensive cereal processing, and a water supply. The beginnings of village life. Here, you can walk among some of the first temples, spaces where humans gathered to worship, celebrate, and perhaps even debate the mysteries of their world. Moving these towering stone monoliths into place would have required careful coordination, a testament to early planning and teamwork. Evidence from the site hints at social organization. Leaders or ritual specialists may have directed construction and ceremonies, while others prepared food, maintained tools, and cared for their sacred spaces. Every carving, from crouching lions to winding snakes, may have conveyed spiritual meaning or reflected the people's understanding of nature and the cosmos. Evidence of a search for something more, providing a glimpse of prehistoric religion. At Karahan Tepe and the other stone hills, archaeologists continue to uncover objects that expand the story. Ceremonial figurines, intricately carved bowls, and animal bones suggest seasonal rituals, feasts, or offerings connected to planting and harvesting cycles. Plus, many of the carvings depict six-fingered people. These discoveries reveal that early humans weren't just surviving, they were imagining a world of collaboration, symbolism, and shared purpose. Amazing, right? Excavations across the 200 kilometers of Taş Tepeler continue to reshape our understanding of early society, revealing new sites, monuments, and artifacts that suggest a culture both complex and deeply connected to the land. In other words, the story of Taş Tepeler is still being written. Walking among these ancient stones, it's easy to feel that we are part of a living connection, a bridge between our nomadic past and the foundations of civilization itself. As you walk through these historic moments, seeing and experiencing history firsthand, you can almost imagine the scent of fire and grain in the air, echoes of some of the earliest shared meals. What began here wasn't just architecture or ritual. Under your feet, somewhere in that same soil, another story was rising, one that would shape how we eat all over the world. Long before there were cities or maps, there was bread. Here, in the heart of Taş Tepeler, the first farmers gathered wild grains and crushed them between stones. They mixed flour with water, pressed it by hand, and cooked it over open fires. It was simple but revolutionary and oh so delicious. What if I told you that today, aboard a Turkish Airlines flight, you could taste a loaf inspired by those ancient fires? In honor of Taş Tepeler, Turkish Airlines brought the world's oldest bread back to life. Working with chefs and researchers, they recreated the world's oldest bread using ancient grains discovered here in Taş Tepeler. The result? A golden, earthy loaf, once baked by our ancestors, now served 30,000 feet in the air. Imagine leaning back in your seat, a movie on your screen, a blanket on your lap, with a warm slice of the world's oldest bread in your hands, and then on your tongue. Sounds great, doesn't it? Archaeologists believe this is where Einkorn wheat, locally known as Isa, was first domesticated. In other words, the seed of ancient civilization was born here, and it changed everything. From these Anatolian hills, bread made it to every corner of the world, shaping the way we live, trade, and share food to this day. New York bagels, Parisian baguettes, Indian naan. It can all be traced back to Anatolia. Turkish Airlines knows that food is an essential part of travel. To new destinations, to memories, to generations past. From the first hearths to the tables of the world, to even a world-class airplane, delicious bread has connected us for 12,000 years. And if there's one thing Tashtepe reminds us, it's that some things only get better with time. If you're on your way to Taş Tepeler, odds are that you'll pass through Sanliurfa, nestled in the heart of southeastern Turkey. Sanliurfa is the city of prophets, sun-baked and golden under the Anatolian sky. Its old stone houses glow honey-colored at dawn. Its narrow alleys twist past spice stalls, and its coffee stands are perfumed with cardamom. In the central bazaar, copper trays catch the light, and bakers pull warm flatbreads from clay ovens. Travelers come here to watch history reflected on every surface, from the rugged pools of fish to the winding road that leads beyond the city, toward the rugged red hills where Tashtepe lies. Excited to visit? You're in luck. With Turkish Airlines, getting to Sanliurfa is effortless. There are daily flights from Istanbul to Sanliurfa GAP Airport, your gateway to Tashtepe. From there, it's just a short drive to the incredible monoliths scattered across the region. Göbekli Tepe, Karahan Tepe, and so many more breathtaking archaeological wonders. And once you're here, you'll see Tashtepe is more than just a destination. It's a lesson. These Stone Age remnants have so much to teach us about humanity's boundless creativity, about the strength of community, the sharing of rituals, about what we can achieve when we come together and dream. Turkish Airlines knows every step, every flight, every journey connects us across continents, across cultures, and across time. Just as baker's bread nourishes our bodies each morning, the history etched into Tashtepe nourishes our sense of belonging, reminding us that we are part of a story far greater than ourselves.
All right, adventurers, we've reached the end of our journey. Thank you for joining us on this episode of Widen Your World, part of the Turkish Airlines series. We've walked among Tashtepe, traced the footsteps of humanity's first communities, and taste the story of civilization itself, from ancient grains to the warmest flatbreads. What a journey it's been. Feeling inspired to step back in time and explore history firsthand? Head over to turkishairlines.com today to book your flight to Sanliurfa and start your adventure. Until next time, stay curious, travel boldly, and keep widening your world.